beauties. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. If you're new here, my name is Yemi. I am super excited. I'm very happy that you clicked on this video because today's video is the very first video on the Girl Chat series. I'm very excited about this one because the idea of this series came during my break, during the time of reflection. I got enough time to go over all the videos on my channel. You guys, I watched almost all, if not all, the videos on my channel, and I saw this particular video was like the third video I uploaded on my channel, and I discussed in details the goals for my channel. And I felt like I hadn't really done justice to the reason why I started my channel. I wanted to create that space where we can talk about issues that relate to adulting as a lady, you know, those things that we experience, those things that we go through, and also share my own experiences, share my own journeys, share my own suggestions on how to maneuver or how to deal with those issues, right? Especially for younger ladies. So that's basically why I started my channel. But if you want to watch that video, I'm going to link it up in the card section, okay? That's why on the Girl Chat series, we're going to be having cozy conversations on the girl and her goodies. And when I mean goodies, I mean everything that she's got on the inside that prepares her for adulting as a lady, as a woman, okay? Now, since it's a cozy conversation between you and I would love for you to leave your topics, your suggestions, issues that you want us to discuss on the Girl Chat series. You can leave them in the comment section, or you can send me a DM on Instagram, or you can send me an email. All of these details are going to be in the description box down below, okay? I'm just very excited. So without wasting so much of our time, let's get to the very first topic on this series. So as I mentioned earlier, this is a cozy conversation. So whatever position you're comfortable in, please feel free. And whatever position I'm comfortable in, that's how we are going to roll, okay? But anyways, on today's episode, we are going to talk about choices, okay? And I chose this topic because I feel like our entire adulthood is a really difficult process because of this particular reason, choices. We have a lot of choices to make all through that journey. And when we are much younger, we are guided by our parents or an adult or someone who makes like the major decisions on our behalf. But the moment you become an adult, there's just this urge, there's this feeling when you get to a certain age, you just want to make your own decisions. You want to make your own choices. So I feel like this reason is the reason, this word, choices, is the reason why adulting is kind of difficult. And a simple choice can change the direction of one's life. It can either make or break someone. The simple decisions we make on a daily basis have the most impact on our lives. So a simple decision like, do I eat breakfast? Do I sleep a little longer? Do I check my phone first thing in the morning, or do I pray or meditate first? What kind of clothes do I wear? You know, how do I represent myself well, that people address me the way I want to be addressed? You know, all of these things, all of these decisions are choices that you have to make. And there are so many. There are so many. And these little choices, as I said, they have the most impact on our lives. For example, if you choose to check your phone the first thing in the morning, there are tendencies that you increase your anxiety. You know, there are chances that you increase your tendency to be anxious, right? But the point is that the simple choices we make, that we do not spend so much energy thinking about, that we just make the choice. You know, you just wake up, you grab your phone, you don't really spend so much energy, you know, trying to make that choice. They have the most impact on our lives. And so as I was thinking about this topic and trying to gather my thoughts together and, you know, just prepare notes for this conversation, I was just thinking about it, and I was asking myself, what is that choice? What is that tough, that big decision that we have to make as ladies that could affect the entire phase of our adulthood, that could affect our entire journey, you know? And the only thing that came to my mind, of course, I'm open to your thoughts and your opinions. The only thing that came to my mind that I feel like a lot of us experience, and we really try so hard to get it right, is the choice of who to be with, the choice of who to spend the rest of your life with, who to partner with, right? In whatever face you want to look, whatever perspective you want to look at it from, I don't know, okay? But that choice, that decision is a really tough one. And you know, some people go as far as praying, some people ask for advice, some people just go with the flow, some people just do whatever it is. But I feel like this is one area that, you know, all of us as ladies, we can agree to, and even for men, but you guys get what I mean. You know, this is one area that we are really conscious about, and it's from early on. It's not just when you get to a certain age. Of course, as you grow older, the reasons that influence your choices will vary. When you are much younger, you probably want a tall, dark and handsome person to partner with, to be with. And as you grow older, you might just begin to look for more serious traits in the partner, in a guy, right? But anyway, there's just that decision to make, the choice of who to be with. What influenced this particular choice for me? Of course, it's not the only reason, okay? It's not the only reason I ended up with who I am married to right now, but these are the funny factors that influenced my choice, okay? This one requires me to sit up. So I wanted a Christian. Whoever I ended up with, I wanted him to be a Christian. Not because I was firm in my faith, not because I knew what I was doing, not because I had my faith figured out and I wanted somebody to ginger me, you know, somebody to spark me in that particular area. It wasn't because of that. It was simply because when we were much younger, we attended an Anglican church. My dad is a Muslim, but my mom is a Christian and my stepmom is a Christian. Those of you who have followed my channel, you know that my mom is late and she died early on. So when I say mom, sometimes I refer to my stepmom. So my mom, she was a Christian and we all used to go to church. My dad is the kind of Muslim that gave you, you know, we had our free will. You can decide whatever religion you want to do. But every time we go to church, there's this particular period that I think at the beginning of every month or at the end of every month, there's always this Thanksgiving, family Thanksgiving situation, okay? Every family in the church will have a Thanksgiving service, okay? There's this portion of the service that you come out with your family and then you just dance, giving thanks to God for all he has done for you and your family. So there's this particular family, the parents, they have a lot of children. So the children were not based in in my state of residence. They come from all different parts of the country to the church during this Thanksgiving service, and they all dressed in the same attire and they all looked so good, the father, the mother and all the children, and they had one or two grandchildren at the time. All of them would dance and they would be happy. It was always during Christmas period, and I was always looking at this family and like, I want this. I want this for myself. I don't want a situation. And my stepmom never had the opportunity to register for a Thanksgiving service. Not because she wasn't eligible, but because she just felt shy. How would she dance, you know, with just the children, no husband? She never registered for it. She never wanted to be a part of that particular service. So every time I see this family and other families dance, I always felt like, no, this is cheating. You know, I'm not going to do this to myself. I want to dance in church with my family. And then the second interesting reason was that I wanted someone of a different career. I wanted somebody who was not in the social sciences. I wanted somebody, I think I've mentioned it before in one of my previous videos. I wanted somebody, to be precise, someone who was a lawyer or an engineer. To be honest, okay, I didn't even think about doctor because doctors are very busy and I didn't want that. I wanted to always come back home to my partner, to my family, and talk and talk and talk. But I also did not like a boring conversation. I didn't want the conversation to always sound the same. We talk about work, we talk about similar things. I wanted something different. So I felt like if I ended up with somebody of the opposite career, we would have a lot to talk about. So those two reasons, as funny as it sounds, it was stuck in my subconscious. I didn't even know it was that deep inside me until I started to tell everyone around me. I subconsciously told everyone around me this was the kind of person I ended up with. Even though at the time it was just, you know, so funny to me, but I didn't know that I meant it. So you can imagine how ridiculously funny we sometimes make our choices. You know, you can imagine the things that are in our subconscious that, influences our choices. So anyway, the point of this conversation is not to focus so much on, being afraid to make decisions, the consequences of the choices you make, or just rant about choices. The essence of this conversation is to spark something inside you, to raise questions inside you on how you make your choices subconsciously. The essence of this conversation is to talk about how you can set your mind up to subconsciously help you to make the right decisions, to make the best decisions, and at every point. For me, I believe that adulting doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be a difficult process. If you have a solid foundation, if you have the basics right, if you have the right principles, if the foundation of your adulting is on a firm source of wisdom, I feel like the entire adulting process will be fun, it will be easy, and it will come without stress. So my point is that there is a way you can set your mind up to subconsciously make the best decision for you. Okay, and I'm sure somebody is wondering, how can I set up my mind to make the best decisions for me subconsciously, right? I have one or two, or maybe three, maybe three suggestions for you guys. So the first suggestion I have for you is to focus on a stable source of wisdom, to focus on a firm source of wisdom. And for me, I believe that is God. I believe that is the word of God, because the Bible has been the Bible. Nothing has changed. There's no research that has overshadowed the principles in the word of God. It is firm, it is stable. And the good thing is that the word of God has you covered, okay? You don't have to think so much. All you need to do is to know the principles in the word of God. Know it in and out. Know it for yourself. Not that you run to somebody to help you know the word of God. Knowing it for yourself. Growing in the understanding of the principles in the word of God. Right? And the truth is that we don't always have the facts right. You cannot see the future. Just like I said earlier on, that I made the choices of who to be with on funny principles, on funny factors. Right? It's possible I find someone who is a Christian. It's possible that I find someone who is a lawyer or an engineer, and the person end up making my life miserable, right? Because I don't have all the other facts figured out. But the one thing I can tell you is that the word of God has your back. Like if you are sleeping and you have the word of God loaded in your subconscious, and somebody wake you up and they ask you to make this decision right now, trust me, you are going to make the best decisions, because the word will subconsciously come to your mind and it will put you in the right standing. It will put you in the right place to make the right choice. Another suggestion I have for you is to consider the things that are around you, the culture around you, the people around you, the things around you. They speak to you. If I have dirty clothes in my laundry basket, every time I get into the laundry room, the dirty clothes speaks to me. It tells me that wash me. Every time I go in and I come out, that thing will always talk to my subconscious. It speaks to you that please wash me. There's something you need to do. What I'm trying to say is that the culture around you, the people around you, the things you immerse yourself in are always stored up in your subconscious. They are somewhere in your subconscious, so much that whenever you want to make a choice, those are the things that come to your mind. For example, if everyone around you are intellects, if everyone around you, they speak so well, they speak fluently, it's only a matter of time before you start speaking very well, even if you are not really a good speaker. Or if everyone around you wake up at 11 a.m., you will end up waking up 12 a.m. That's just the truth, because something tells you that that's okay, that like it's okay for you to wake up 12 a.m. Like it's not a big deal. After all, this person wakes up 10 a.m., wakes up 11 a.m. You just feel comfortable in the culture around you, because it is sending signals. They are sending patterns to your brain. It's telling your brain that this is how you should be comfortable. This is what you should do. So it is your responsibility to make sure that everything around you, your space, your environment, the people, what you consume, the things in your house, the things in your mind, are the things that will help you subconsciously make the right decision. Okay, and then the third suggestion I have for you is time. Give every choice time. I feel like time gives us stability. Time gives us so much leverage. Time gives us so much power. Time is such an asset. So whatever choice you have to make, whatever decision you want to make, give it time. Okay, give it time. You're going to come up with the best decision if you give it time. There's no need to be in a hurry. There's no need to be in haste. Okay, and if there's any time that you have to make a decision now, like right now, because you already have suggestion 1 in your mind, that's God. Even when you have to make a decision in a hurry, it will come back and help you at that time. But even at that, I still don't think you should make any choice in a hurry. Give it time, okay? Time will tell, okay? Give it time. Even when you're dealing with somebody who is very stubborn, people will tell you, give her time, she'll come around. That tells you that time is powerful, okay? So whatever choice you have to make, just give it time, okay? Give it time. Yeah, so that is all I have to say. Those are the suggestions I have for you on this topic. And I feel like this is a very good topic to start this series with, because every other thing we're going to be talking about is still up to you. It's your choice to come back to watch those videos. It's your choice to contribute to the conversation. It's your choice to subscribe to the channel. It's your choice to do what is best for you, right? It's your choice. Anyway, that is all for today's topic. That is all from me to you, and I will be expecting from you to me. What do you think about choices? How have you made your choices in the past? How do you make your choices? What do you think we can do to make the best choice for ourselves? What do you think we can do to equip ourselves such that our subconscious is always ready to make the right decisions for us? Okay, let me know in the comment section. I'd really love to hear from you guys. All right, that's it from me to you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye and have a lovely week. You are amazing and I love you all. Bye.